Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of Confidently Clueless. My name is Janet Ndanu.
And I'm Wambo.
And today we're going to be talking about lessons we have learned so far up until this point where we are in our mid-20s.
Man,
we've learned a lot. So we're going to give lessons that generally, in whatever aspect in our lives, lessons to may learn. So if you're also with us now, you have lessons that you've learned and you're in your mid-20s, you're still in your early 20s, and kuna lessons you may learn, just leave them in the comment section below. Keep engaging with us, share with your friends, and let's keep the conversation going.
Yeah, because I feel like in every stage kuna lessons you may learn. I'm sure like ukiingia campus kuna lessons you learn in high school that if anybody mwenye yako high school akuja kaza na nini na hivi na hivi kwa aje.
So let me tell you. Yeah. So those let me tell you moments.
Yeah. Me, my first one is the older you get. Okay, this is my side. I don't know if it applies to everybody because we're talking about our experience.
Yeah.
For me, the older I get, the older I've gotten close to my mom. Like, totally like, right now I feel so close with my mom. Because kitambo, I wouldn't say we had like that relationship. And this is even mom, even my sister.
Okay.
Like the older I've gotten, the more I've gotten closer with them. Like right now, I can talk to my sis about boyfriends. Me, I wouldn't talk to my sis about boyfriends. So I feel like the older I've gotten, the more close you may get to my mom and my sister, and that's something that I really treasure because unajua like tunaishi in times where people are losing people, and the moment you lose something is when you realize manze ningefanya hivi na hivi na hivi. So I feel like that's something that I really inanibamba.
Like I said, the mom-daughter relationship gets better with age.
Alafu unajua it started with, tumefika hiyo age where like you need to be married and having kids.
Nauliza umepanga aje?
Kitambo, and life is very funny because when we were in our early 20s ama 70 naambia wanaume ni wabaya. But then at this age unasikia
kwani uleti mtu?
Me, I remember there's a time I was like out. I wasn't even out with like a guy. I was out with like a girlfriend. But then it was my mom and my cousin. So zile it's my cousin who called, but mom ndo alikuwa anataka nipigiwe. Then she's like, uko wapi? Kwani you're not coming? Nikamwambia I'm on a date. Go like, oh, sawa. Na akakata. These are the times. Kwani unafika saa ngapi? Guy, sahi.
Ngoja ulembe your mom on a date.
No, I told my cousin, but I think nilikuwa loudspeaker. After so the next thing that yenye niliuliza ni unarudi? I'm like, unanifukuza kwetu? Are you chasing me away, mom?
Just pack your bags and leave already.
Yeah.
Woo. Another thing. Oh, that's another thing. Okay, maybe what I've learned so far is no one is coming to save you. There's no one who is coming to save you, and at times you have to save yourself. Most times. So in terms of you needing help, because I think tumefika a point where mimi at this point now, nilikuwa nasikia tu stories of mental health, lakini I think tumefika point ya ku-experience that.
And the funny thing is you don't even realize it. When you hear mental health,
unafikiria tu ni mambo ya kuwa cheesy, kukua zile severely depressed mpaka you're on medication. You don't realize pia kuna like anxiety, kuna zingine zinakaa ndogo but it's still kuna stress pia, it's a mental health issue. Unaona? So for me nimerealize ukifika point where you've realized, I have some trauma to deal with, I have some anxiety I have issues with, you can't wait for somebody akwambie huko nje ati wewe kuja nikusaidie. It is you to be ready to seek help. Now uone if I don't deal with this, it's going to ruin me. Because most of the time it wasn't I ruin all kinds of relationships you have, whether it's friendships, family, romantic relationships, it will have an impact. So do not expect that your friend will come and save you. Do not expect that your partner will come and save you. Do not expect that a family member will come and save you. You have to take initiative, and you have to seek for that help yourself, and be very active. Who learn about yourself, who try and dig deep, who realize, okay, what traumas might I have? What can I do to, you know, get to a point where I have a healthier mindset, a healthier relationship with my friends, with my partner, with my family, vitu kama hizo. Yeah.
I think umesema kila kitu. I don't think there's anything I can add. Me, my other one is dating is not do or die. Like for me, I remember like when I was young, I was like, guy, me I just want to date, me I just want to get married. Of course that is like something that I would really love when like ikifika your point it happen, but it's not do or die. You know, like nimekam kurealize when you have that mentality of do or die, you end up getting into relationships that are fucked up. You get into situations that you call like, hey, Terry, ni lazima.
Just for the sake of being in a relationship.
You know, and I get it, like sometimes being single, I can attest. Sometimes being single is not fun. It's like you feel lonely, and you feel some type of way when you see your friends being loved, your friends like celebrate Valentine's. So where Valentine's go on Monday, you know. I totally understand like the loneliness that comes with being single, but kitu moja nimekam kurealize it's not do or die, and that is after nimesikiza like there's some guy who said, I think I've said it again here, like what if you were told you don't have,
it was never meant for you to be married, to be in a relationship.
Utadu. So me I feel like the like kitu yenye nimekam kurealize ni ati I'll focus on myself. Ikikam sawa, ikikosa pia sandadu. Manze labda
and you're here to stay.
Unajua, and by the end of the day, mimi nataka when I get into a relationship, manze nikwe I'm this good person for me and for my partner.
Exactly.
Unajua, so hiyo do or die, manze akikam sawa, akikosa kukam, manze it's sad. It's sad because I have been single for too long, but manze is not do or die.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
So sawa. Mimi yangu ingine ni you can negotiate your reality. What I mean by this is sometimes cause kuna ile watu wanasema like you think everything is set on stone, like ni hivi na hivi, ulisomea hii hivyo ndio unafaa kufanya, ulifanya hivi hivyo ndio inafaa kuenda. Sometimes things change and you have to embrace your change. You have to move with the flow of things. If you eka mahali ama umeka mindset yako ati okay, mimi nilienda shule, maybe nilimalizia I studied until form 4, sikupata maybe grade ya kwenda campus, and you're like, oh,
nothing you can do.
Maybe but my reality is just that I'm not a performer and I will never amount to anything because of that. No, you can actually negotiate your reality in terms of, okay, this is what your reality looks like at the moment, but there are things you can do ambayo ndo hiyo inaleta ku negotiate reality yako. So ulifika hapa mpaka form 4. There are skills nowadays. It's a very skill driven economy. Watu wengi wana employer through their skills. Watu wengi wanafanya remote work because of skills wame develop. Many people are learning from YouTube. You see? Yeah. So hata kama unaweza kuwa umesomea course fulani na unapata uko na degree yako, but you have never used that degree, it's been years down the line, hujapata hiyo job ulikuwa unataka, you can renegotiate your reality. This is what I studied, but I've realized over time this is what I'm good at. So let me focus on this. Yeah, let me focus on this and let me make something out of this. So yeah,
and I think I had a point here. Like manze, like life doesn't have a manual. Exactly. It really doesn't have a manual. And me I can remember like tukimaliza kampo, tukigraduate, we was like job is coming.
Unakumbuka tukijiambia ati vile watu wengine walikuwa wanasema ati nitafanya attachment after nimemaliza shule so that they retain me, as if your job ni ya kwenu. Your job ni ya kwenu wewe.
You know, like life doesn't have a manual, and it's like in terms of everything. If people are getting married, weka wako hajakuja. You know, like wewe endelea kutafuta kiss as many frogs as you want till upate wako. Kama watu wanapata jobs, manze yako itakam. And I feel like I have been a victim of that. Like ukika hivi uangalie, wow, my friends are dating. I can't even remember this last time like I was in like a solid relationships. Mine are short courses. My CDL to hapa na
my certificate,
my computer packages, you know. And for something, but it made me feel some type of way, and I was like, there's nothing going on in my life. And ikafika place, I'm like, terrible. Shut the fuck up.
Chill.
And I feel like a friend of mine made me realize that. Shout out to you, Angeshi, because she was like, you don't have a boyfriend, it's okay. There are people who are in like 40s and don't have a boyfriend. You don't have a job, but you have like skills. And at that point, I couldn't even call myself like an artist. When did you realize I can draw?
Ilikuwa niliona some I think I saw a piece of paper mahali umechora the Minions or something. You know, like you umetoa mbaya nilikuwa nakuuliza kama umetrace.
Imagine like very few people know that I can draw. Like right now not nikiambia I'm saying, oh, by the way, you can promote my work. I go like, oh, you draw, you know. So life doesn't have a manual. And yes, take life easy, manze. So yes, my other point is baby boy, baby girl. You are a big girl, you are a big boy. You don't have to please your family members. Yani I think imefika place yenye, if your uncle is fucked up, if your aunt is fucked up, it is okay to not engage sana now. You know, it is okay not to want to go to family gatherings and pleasing. You know, there's a thing about family gatherings. I find like there's some which are like legit, but I find like most family gatherings ni kwenda to show off. You're coming with this car, you've changed your car from this to this. Parents are coming to brag about how their kids are abroad, some are in the university. Hey, you know, and maybe one auntie is coming to ask, hey, ujolewa kama nani? Manze, like, imagine have the guts to tell them, hey, auntie miss na haraka. You know, like, I feel like family members wanatupatianga some kind of pressure that go like, wewe tunaonanga once in a year. Na amekupatia right ya kukuja kuniuliza ati mbona hujaolewa? Mbona hujapata mtoto? Uko na watoto watatu. Mbona hujajenga kwako? You know, I feel like and one thing that the older generation don't realize is that hiyo time yao sika time yetu. Like if it was easy for you guys to get somebody or to get a kid, it's not easy for us at this point. Right now kuna so many situations that zinafanya hata like getting a kid is a problem. You might think like you are healthy, but when it comes to that time of getting a kid, you're getting problems and you're like, guy, I thought like manze my eyes were okay. Kumbe they are not. So yeah, don't usi lambe sana family members. If wanafanya vitu call them out. Yeah, call them out.
Okay, that's a good one. My other lesson that I've learned is whatever you do, give it 100%. You never know who is watching.
Yeah.
Now for me, I'll give a personal example. So when I started my channel back in 2020, my own personal channel, I have a channel in Transcrew Your Mind. In 2020, I just started it and I just wanted to do it because I wanted to give information on finance, investment, savings, and any evil. So I was just doing it, just giving content because I was really interested in that and I was really passionate about that and also spreading that information to people. Now, while I was doing that, the guys that I was working for, kuna watu walikuwa wamenicontact ni wafanyie videos and they told me waliona videos zangu according to their email walisema we've seen what you're doing with your videos and it's now they wanted to start producing video content because walikuwa wanafanya mambo na blogs too in terms of crypto. So akasema we've seen what you're doing with your channel and unafanya kazi poa, we would like for you to come and do the same for us. We talk about crypto and nini and would want for you to create content for us. So now from that maybe I thought maybe I think my idea was that the only way I can earn from YouTube ni after nimefanya content vizuri,
mwanzo umepata watch time.
Yes, watch time alafu nikuwe monetized. Unaona? So sikuwa na ile ati idea that maybe ati mtu mwingine ataniona alafu aniambie kuja utufanyie videos. You see? So the fact that I give it 100% na nilikuwa napatiana my best at that time. You know, your best keeps improving. Yeah? So the fact that I was giving my best at that time, I was giving it 100, somebody was watching somewhere and I'm talking notice and I was like, come, and I started earning from that. Now another example I can give is my partner now. So he has done a hospitality course. So bado akiwa campus kuna hotel alikuwa anafanya kazi huko. Then now there was certain ilikuwa hotel zile za, it's like bed and breakfast, like they have a restaurant na rooms za kulala. So kulikuwa na certain guest alikuwa amekuja. Kamserve for a few days, he was there for a few days. So yeye ndo alikuwa anamserve for a few days nini. So yeye alikuwa anamserve tu vizuri. Unajua alikuwa anamtreat tu vizuri. So unajua sometimes unaweza enda mahali na waiter anakupatia poor service. Hata ukimwambia kufanya hivi anaenda na delay nini. So hata sometimes hata unaweza taka tu upate tu mtu mwingine. But now after alimserve mara ya kwanza, the guy asked for him to like serve him every day. Unaona? So after that, after he stayed there, akamwambia, by the way, what do you do? Like what course have you done? Nini hivyo. So it happened that alikuwa msi wa Safaricom. So akamwambia there's a certain job opening nini hivyo, and he ended up with a job at Safaricom while still in campus. So akawaka huko job nini, then ikafika time ya kuja attachment. So okay, hiyo aliambiwa hezi enda huko, but hiyo job ilikuwa like inaendelea. The one was because it was like a bit niseme aje, it didn't need him like there 24/7. Ilikuwa ni kitu ana manage watu wengine. So after that attachment ikabidi amekuja KRA. See, that's where we met. So akuja attachment huko. So after attachment ni 3 months. Amekuja attachment, akafanya tu the same thing he does, like he was giving it 100% nini hivyo. So after attachment he was retained there for a few months. So akaretainiwa because hiyo attachment ilikuwa inaisha sometime in August. So akaretainiwa from August mpaka December. Then after December imeisha akapata contract nyingine. So that was 2021. So 2022 yote amekuwa huko. And now pia contract imekuwa renewed tena. So you see, when you give it 100%, people notice and they want to keep you there. So whatever you do, give it 100%. Hata kama si hapo utakuwa retained hapo, somebody else will notice somewhere. Kama ni kitu unapenda kufanya and you're posting it online, don't close off your mind ukisema I'm just on this one path nini, just give it 100%. There's always somebody who is watching, na kuna mtu atakuja kwambia, by the way, I've seen you do this, I want to give you maybe a contract, ama nataka nikulipe for this.
I feel like you see content creators on TikTok. It's just that city time you anakuwa viral, that is the first time they started making the nini.
Exactly.
So mimi yangu ya mwisho ni it takes time to figure yourself out. Like in terms of everything, it takes time for you to figure out, manze, when I'm stressed, this is what helps me. It takes time to realize that kuna mabishti wenye, you know, like atusaidiani, sina motion yetu, and it takes time for you to grow, and it hata akunanga mwisho. I feel like akunanga mwisho wa grow. So mimi, like, so far in those years, I would say I've tried to figure out how to manage my emotions. Na nime learn triggers zenye zinaweza fanya nikasirike ama ni kuwa in a certain emotional state. I see those moments that you go to a dark place. Like with time nimekam to figure out this and this and this helps me when I'm maybe in distress ama nini. So it takes time to figure yourself out. Manze, take it slow, and every day is a learning day.
That's good. My last one is a good investment will take you a long way. Now this could be investing in yourself, investing in your knowledge, investing in your skills. If you invest the right way, it will take you a long way. Now, for example, there's several examples, like investing in knowledge. But I used to do forex kitambo. I was very resistant to invest na mambo na crypto, because before I started crypto nilikuwa na feel crypto is very complicated. I felt like between forex and crypto was a bit complicated. So I never invested in knowing about crypto. But then hiyo time sasa nikapata hiyo job ya kufanya content. Nikasema okay, let me actively try and learn, invest in this knowledge, nijue okay, what is all about crypto, ni nini, like watu wanafanyaje kwa hii crypto space, how do people navigate, how do you make profit from this, ni nini. So investing actively in knowledge and understanding hizo concepts. So from that hiyo mambo ya kuinvest kwa hiyo knowledge and understanding of crypto, you're able to now teach other people, you see. So nikapata by the time nilikuwa nimeanza learn about crypto, see obviously hiyo content ilikuwa inaenda out and people used to see. So unajua I was doing content for other people, but mtu akiona ni mimi nafanya, obviously atakuja kuniuliza mimi maswali, you see. So nikapata sometimes watu ananiambia, oh but this you just teach me about crypto, nielewe ni nini. Ndio unapata mtu anakuambia hivyo, then after we take through that anakuambia, let me appreciate you, anakupatia some money, you see. So nikapata more of that ilianza ku happen because nilikuwa nimeinvest in knowledge. There's always somebody who is willing to pay for what you know, because if there's something unajua na mimi sijui and it's something that's out there inalipishwa ku nini, I'm willing to pay you to teach me, you see.
Because obviously it will be like at a cheaper.
Yeah. So investing in knowledge, investing in skills ni vizuri because you can monetize that. And another thing pia mambo na investing in financial literacy, because that is something that nilianza kitambo, and that is something that naweza sema that was my main focus. So I've realized that hiyo ni kitu muhimu sana, because a lot of the time there's a very big challenge ya unemployment. But after watu pia wamepata employment, kuna kuanga na problem kubwa sana ya kuhandle hizo pesa. Because unapata mtu akona job poa, akona nini, but at the end of it bado mtu ako broke. Unashanga shida ni gani? So also understanding how to manage your finances, understanding how to make good investments, understanding where to invest, what to invest in, vitu kama hizo zinakusaidia sana maishani. So that is one of my biggest lessons, and I guess that is my last lesson. Yeah.
Okay.
So if any of you has any other lessons that you've learned along the way in your 20s, in your mid 20s, if you're also older, that unaweza tupatia lessons zingine.
But tukifika 30, we shall do it again,
right? In our 30s to 7 lessons we've learned now in our 20s, kabisa, as we're crossing over to 30. So yeah, share with us, keep the conversation going. DM us on Instagram, on our channel at Confidently Clueless on Instagram, at janet.n.n, and that's _Wambo on IG.
Yes. Now let's get to
our favorite segments. Let's get random.
So, okay, this situation, you've been like, let us assume this is an arranged marriage. No. And you know, with arranged marriages, you don't really engage sana. It's more of going out on dates. Like, they get married before even, you know,
before they wrestle.
So, in this situation, this woman is imefika place, now she's getting married to this man. On the wedding night, nothing happens. Before then, nothing had happened.
Of course.
On the wedding night, nothing happens. Kukaka wani kusunajua, after a whole week, wako on honeymoon, nothing happens. Like, nothing is happening. He's not touching her. And at that point, maybe she was like, maybe he's still tired from like all the
1 week.
He said he's tired. You know, like in your head, you're trying to convince yourself that I am not the problem. So after some time, honeymoon, imeisha, you're back home. He's still not touching you. When you touch him, like, excuses are just coming up. I'm tired. Work was hectic. I'm not in the mood today. So after some time, like after like a month or two, hey, now it starts stressing you up because you're like, we are newlyweds. We're supposed to be doing this thing like rabbits, you know. So, and the mother-in-law realized the girl is disturbed. So the mother-in-law akakuja kumuuliza, hey, what's up? What's happening? Then the girl is like, hey, manze, kutoka tujuane na nani, he's never touched me. And there's always excuses, nini. Now the mom started crying.
What?
Crying.
Oh, crying.
Yeah. Then now the mom-in-law came clean to the girl and told her, I'm sorry we didn't tell you this, but your husband has, it's called erectile dysfunction. Crazy. What do? You're already married. Everybody knew about it in the family. Not everybody like.
Yeah, that way you've been scammed.
So you're already in the marriage.
Okay, first of all, you can divorce. I will write down the term here, Nimsao. When people have not had sex yet after marriage, after a period of time, that is enough reason for divorce. Okay, before maybe I jump onto that, my first reaction would be, is this something treatable? So do you think erectile dysfunction is something treatable?
I don't know. I think it's something you can. But kama umekaa nayo time yote.
But unajua wengine they just ashamed.
No,
they never
see. Sana if it's a guy. Unajua vitu kama hizi like kwa dem. I think people use.
And everyone knows.
Not really everyone, but if the mom knows, definitely like close people in the family know. Maybe the parents and the siblings.
Why would siblings know that you can't? I think that siblings should not know.
How do the parents know then? Kama wazazi wanajua nataka kuniambia siblings wanaweza kwa wajui.
Mbona wajue?
So maybe uje kwa situations zenye unapata maybe parents are talking, they're having like that conversation, then mtu ana overhear.
Hiyo ni invasion of hata erectile inakuwaje? Kama ni treatable, we will go and seek treatment if the guy is willing. If he's not, I'm divorcing you.
Kitu lazima.
That means if you're not having sex, there's no children.
Yeah. No, but you can get children.
From where?
See, you need
insemination.
Yeah.
You're not infertile. So we spend money on
why should the process is why should you doing it?
No, why should we spend money on IVF? Because IVF is very expensive.
Yeah.
Why should we spend money on IVF instead of treating this? And I'm sure this is not as expensive as IVF.
Na kuwekea zile vipindi.
Yeah, man. So first of all, I will ask, is the man willing? Aende for treatment. After tuangalie kama ako willing, sawa, twende treatment. Tujue kama inaweza treatiwa sawa. Kama ita treatiwa hakuna haja kudanganyana.
Just get over this thing.
Nothing against you, but ni kama the same case na when you're in a marriage, alafu in the marriage sasa ndo una realize but nako ndo change mind and I don't want kids. Now when you want kids, will you stay there because nothing against you? I'm sure there's somebody who doesn't want kids as well.
Yeah.
So mimi nitaenda tu nitafuta. So sex is important in a marriage.
Yeah.
Kwani why do people
kwa marriage peke yake? It's very important.
Fornicators. Sex is important in a marriage. So if it's not there, itakuwa ngumu.
Sex is important in situations.
What situations?
Kwani before marriage you'll be doing what? When you're dating, it's not important.
It's not for everyone.
When you're dating, it's not important.
But that is not for everyone. There are people who choose first of all.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, no, but we're just saying for those who have done it before. No.
But also pia kuna sijui it's called pansexual. Kuna watu ambao they're not interested in sex kabisa.
Yeah.
So it's also important to know kama when you're not interested in sex but you're attracted to somebody romantically and they're also not interested in sex but you're attracted to each other. It's okay. So it's a matter of understanding your preferences and your compatibility. So
right, that's all for today, guys.
Give us your opinion on that. Give us your opinion.
Tuambeka ni wewe utajua. Tutaachana na yeye. But that is a very big betrayal.
That is a scam. You've scammed me into this marriage.
Kama watu wa global. I'm not sharing the meeting guy. Isn't it what?
That is a scam. You can sue them for fraud.
Yeah.
Presenting themselves for who they are not.
Anyway, guys, that's all for today. Thank you for your time. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the family. If you're a returning subscriber,
Lots of love from us.
Like, share, comment, and check us out. And subscribe
if you haven't already. Subscribe.
Patane for the next episode. Bye.
Bye.